Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, AAH the King, bringing you guys another commentary here today on my channel. What you're going to be watching in the background, some Modern Warfare 3 Drop Zone. I recently rebought the game from GameStop for like $5. That's like the best investment ever because this game is definitely worth like $30 or $40 still, but obviously because of the other games that are coming out, this game's dropped down in value, and so I rebought it because my original one broke, and I absolutely love this game. Just like Black Ops 2, it's games I'm playing right now because obviously Ghost is getting a little bit old and I want to try and switch up my content for you guys, but it's a pretty sick gameplay. I have been absolutely dominating in some of my different objective games modes in this game. So obviously Drop Zone is one of my favorite game modes because it's just so fast paced. Everybody's going around. You don't have all the extra kill streaks. You do have them come out of the crates and stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as whenever you have those kids that are try-harding for specific kill streaks. So it's a lot more fun, a lot more fast-paced, and a lot of gun kills for sure, because I actually don't think I ever pick up crates in Drop Zone. I just keep going for the kills, keep going, keep pushing, keep doing my work, and, you know, I drop a lot of kills in this game mode, so I really enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy that in the background. I got a couple things I want to talk about here before I get into a story. The first is that I'm going to be doing a new little mini-series just on the side because I know I was playing with a buddy of mine and he just kept asking me, man, how do you get so many kills? Like, I mean, I'm not dropping like crazy numbers like 100 plus gameplays, but I'm getting 60, 70, 80 kill games, and so I definitely want to bring those to you guys because they're pretty exciting, pretty good stuff for the background. But I definitely, whenever he was telling me that, I was giving him a couple different tips. He's like, yeah, dude, this is helping a whole lot, you know, just little things. And so I'm going to be bringing you guys a couple of different KD boosting videos. And basically what that's going to be is little tips and tricks, things I do, things I've learned over my multiple years of playing Call of Duty that just help me get better KDs and also have a lot more fun in the game, because when you're doing good, you feel good, you play good, and it just keeps going, you keep boosting it up. And it's something I've struggled with in Black Ops 2, and I've recently started to reacquire my ability to play that game. So I figure while I'm figuring all this stuff out again, I might as well bring out a video to you guys, kind of show you a couple of different tricks that I use. So that's one of the new things I'm going to can't talk. A couple of things I'm going to be bringing out in the next couple of days, along with a couple more videos like the Australian video, which I just brought out yesterday. I thought it was hilarious. Hopefully you guys would check that out. If you guys haven't yet, it's called My Buddy Bruce. It's going to be in the description below. It's really funny, and there's going to be a couple more of these coming out in the next couple of days. So go ahead and check that one out. It's definitely worth checking out. It's like 5 or 6 minutes long, and it's just super funny. So that'll be in the description. You guys can check that out. Aside from that, I have one other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that is the fact that I'm going to try to be bringing out face cams. I said I'd be bringing it. Wow, can't talk still, man. Just stumbling over everything. But I'm going to be bringing that to you guys as soon as I can. I'm trying to figure out how this new editing software works. I haven't really been using it because I'm still pushing to try and get a bunch more videos in, because like I said, I'm going to be moving out of my apartment here pretty quick, and the transition mode's going to be hard for uploading videos. Might have a couple sneaky little vlogs in here every now and then, just so I can keep up with you guys and bring you guys as much content as I possibly can. But just so you guys know, as soon as I get that all figured out and set up, I'll definitely be doing more of those. I think they'll be pretty funny. I make some weird faces, and I definitely get a little bit extra excited when I'm playing these games, so I think that's going to be pretty good for you guys. But my story for you guys today is how I ended up with a scar going across my face. It's on the right side of my face, and it happened when I was in between sophomore and junior year of high school. Actually, no, freshman and sophomore year. It was right before sophomore year. So what happened was, I play baseball, like I said, and I play a whole lot of baseball, and there's so many people that are on my team and stuff like that, and I'm really good friends with all of them, even now, even after I've stopped playing baseball and after we've all kind of moved on with our lives. And, you know, it's been a couple years since I've seen a lot of my buddies from high school, and so this just kind of came up because recently, whenever the sun gets really bad or I'm outside a whole lot, especially when I'm golfing, I don't put on sunscreen, so it kind of makes it a little bit more red, and almost looks like it's bleeding again. Like it gets real bright red, and so people that have talked to me, multiple days in a row, or have known me for forever, they'll come up to me like, man, dude, what happened? Did you hurt your face? And I was like, yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago. But good try, way to pay attention. But that's because it just kind of fades after so long, and the sun just kind of brings it out. But what happened was, we were playing a tournament this weekend, and we were all just hanging out, chilling in between games, We won the first game. I was on the biggest hot streak ever. Like, I think I probably had a hit streak of like 20 or 25 games, and I was feeling good, playing good. The whole team was doing good. And this was actually one of the years that we did really good in baseball. We made it really far in the summer season. And so we were getting ready for the next game. We all ate our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or our ham sandwiches or whatever the parents were making us that day. We were just chilling, waiting for the next game to start. And I decided, you know what? It's been a little bit since the last game. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go outside of my dugout. And I'm going to start warming up, stretch out a little bit and get ready for that next game. So I grab my bat and I get ready to walk out to the outside of the dugout. And it's just, the two exits on both sides. And a friend of mine's walking out right in front of me. And we're getting ready to walk outside. And I guess he had the same idea he did because he had a bat too. But what he did is as soon as we walked out of that dugout, he took a nice little swing, just a practice swing, nothing super hard, but when you swing a bat, you still swing pretty good, even if you're not really trying. And he just swung, and the backswing hit me directly in the face. And it hit me, and the barrel hit me right on my cheekbone and right above my eye, like right on my eye socket. But obviously, whenever you react, like you close your eye, like involuntarily. And so it left about a 2-inch cut right across the bottom of my eyelid and about a 1/4 of an inch cut right on my eyelid. And at first, I just kind of backed up. I didn't realize what was going on, and it just took me a second. I just kind of looked around. I guess you kind of it kind of goes over your head what's really going on at the time because your body's trying to push out the pain. So I honest to God did not feel a thing. I was just sitting there. I was like, all right, what happened? I felt my face felt kind of weird, so I put my hand up to it, and I touched right on where the cut was. And I, put my hand out, and I saw blood, and I was like, what is this? And so then I, held my hand over, and all of a sudden, it just started gushing out. It was going pretty good. There's not a whole lot of blood flow in your face, which is probably half the reason that my face doesn't get so scarred is because there's not a lot of blood flow that really goes right across that general area, so it allowed it to cut. And whenever it cut, it started to clot really fast, so that was really good. And that's probably what saved me from having a lot of real big issues later on. But I looked down and I was like, I'm bleeding. And I guess I said that out loud, and a couple other people in the dugout, they turned and they looked at me and they're like, oh shit, Cameron, you alright? And I was like, yeah, I feel fine. And my dad, who was the coach at the time, he came over and all of a sudden he just started freaking out. He came over, he's like, you alright? Yeah, okay. All right, we need to get you to the hospital. I was like, no, we got to play the game. I'll be fine. And one of my buddies, his mom was a nurse, and she actually had a first aid kit and stuff with her, and she put on some of the little butterfly strips, and it kind of closed it up and just kind of helped it for a little bit. But she's like, you're not gonna be able to play this game. And I wasn't in pain. I was perfectly fine, but I started crying whenever she told me I couldn't play. I wasn't upset I got hit in the face. I wasn't mad at all. The guy who hit me, he felt super bad, but I was just like, I can't play. It was the biggest shock, and I guess it was a little bit more of emotions that are just coming over, and your body's, it can't react to a whole bunch of stuff at the same time, so I guess that just kind of pushed me over the edge. I started crying, not real bad, just I was super mad that I couldn't play anymore. So we ended up, we were getting ready to go to the hospital, and I asked them, is the hospital where we're at, is it any good? And they were like, well, not really. I was like, well, screw that. I'm not going to this hospital. If it's not got good reviews just from people that are at the game, heck, it's not going to be that good at all. So we went all the way over to a bigger hospital about an hour away. And when we got there, they let us in real quick, and we just sat in the ER for a little while. But they got around to me, and they brought me back, and they were like, well, we can bring in a plastic surgeon. He can fix it up real good. And I was like, yeah, do that. So we ended up waiting 30, 40 minutes. He got on call, came back, and we sat in there. They numbed me up and everything, and I ended up with 16 stitches on my face and 3 or 4 of the dissolvable ones on my eyelid, because your eyelid's real thin, so they don't want to put anything there you have to pull out later because they'd probably just screw it up again. So I can say I got plastic surgery on my face. It's probably why I'm so beautiful. I get compliments on my face all the time. Not really, but so that's the story of how I ended up getting hit in the face. So if you guys do notice that in any of my videos or any of my face cams and stuff like that, that's what it is. For you guys, I think it might be on the left side, depending on, I can't remember if it actually flips the video or not, like a mirror. So I don't know if it's going to be on the right or the left side, but it's right under my eye. You guys should notice it fairly easily. But That's how I got hit in the face, and that's how I got the scar that I still have today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit of a commentary and my kind of updates on my videos that are going to be coming out. So if you guys are excited about that, go ahead and leave a like down below. And comment if you guys have ever had this kind of thing happen to you. Actually, if I would have got hit any lower, I would have broke my cheekbone. Any higher, I would have been blind in my right eye. So it was really lucky what happened. But I want to see if you guys have any other stories kind of like this. I know, people get hurt all the time, so surely you guys got some good stories for me. Go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.